What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninjas Top 5 Filthiest Pitches of the Day. I have one honorable mention today, and it's Griffin Jax for these filthy sweepers. At number 5, I have a tie between Jhoan Duran for this knuckle curve, back foot. Love here, you can see him getting that exaggerated target and nails it. And then he's tied with Brandon Pfaadt for these changeups and sweepers. Pfaadt was really good yesterday with 6 Ks and 6 1/3 scoreless innings. At number 4, José Soriano for this stuff, especially in the first inning. He got out of a bases loaded jam with these knuckle curves and sliders, and then later through this filthy splitter. His stuff again, so good, and one day he's going to put it all together and be an ace. Still waiting for that one day. At number 3, Casey Mize for his splitters and slurves. He had 8 Ks and 6 innings, giving up 1 run. At number 2, let's go to Schwellenbach, Texas. Smith, Shawver, Sale, and the boys. Spencer Schwellenbach had this White Castle special and this perfectly painted 99-mile-an-hour heater. He had 6 Ks and 6 innings, giving up 1 run, and looked back to being the dominant Schwelly that we know and love. And at number 1, in the same game, Nick Lodolo for his wicked breaking balls, getting a sword here. He had 7 Ks and 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, and I'm seeing signs of Nick Lodolo being back to being the filth monster that he usually is. Now on the Ninja Notes, Kris Bubic,
the opposite of Jokic,
was outstanding yesterday with 7 Ks and 7 scoreless innings. He had this painted fastball and changeups. Dean Kremer had 8 Ks and 7 innings, giving up 2 runs. He wasn't the Dean in Animal House, was he, Will?
Not to my knowledge, Ninja.
That was Dean Wormer. Had 8 Ks and 7 innings, giving up 2 runs. He faced the gentle giant, Bailey Ober, who had 6 Ks and 5 innings, giving up 1 run. Brian Bayo pitched 4 2/3 scoreless innings, but his stuff was all over the place. He had 5 walks and only 1 K. Still effective, nonetheless. Kader Montero had 2 Ks and 8 innings, giving up 1 run. Solid outing by Montero. Jesus Luzardo, the Jesus Lizard, had 4 Ks and 5 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. He faced Ryan Pepio at 3 Ks and 6 innings, giving up 1 run. And lastly, Yoshinobu Yamamoto had 3 really good innings. Unfortunately, we play more than 3 innings here in this game we love called baseball. He did have these curveballs, kind of wicked here. His yo-yo curveball, you can see that release, as well as this splitter and this fastball at the knees. But the wheels came off in the 4th inning. He had this bad curveball on a 3-2 pitch. If he buried it, he might have gotten the K, but he didn't. Then he had this perfectly placed sinker to Naylor, got the ground ball he wanted to get the double play. Unfortunately, players weren't in the positions. Betts was a little bit out of position here, shading over. Not his fault. Gets this ground ball hit to him, tries to make a flip here. Fortunately, doesn't get the out. And then Yamamoto threw this splitter and sinker actually right where he wanted to, tries to bury a splitter after that, and instead the splitter slips and hits Suarez. Now he got bases loaded, and he throws this cutter left right over the plate. Moreno goes oppo taco for a grand slam. He actually K'd the next 2 hitters. Later threw this actually pretty good cutter to Marte. Solid pitch, but got crushed. I feel like I'm Long Dong Leahy here talking about these home runs, but I'm trying to explain why the wheels came off of Yamamoto. His ERA skyrocketed this game to 1.8. He gave up 4 runs all season before this game. Gave up 4 runs on 1 hit on that grand slam. I'm not sure what went wrong. He did miss his locations in the 4th inning pretty badly. We went through it, but it also could be pitching on 5 days rest. He's used to pitching on 6 days rest, which is what he did in Japan too. Sped it up due to injuries. But you know what? It could be also just one of those games. Everybody has a stinker thrown in there, unless you're prime Jacob deGrom. So who knows? Hopefully Yamamoto will be right back where he was. We're not losing faith, are we, Will?
Absolutely not, Ninja. The dog of the day is going to Gabriel Moreno for his granny here, giving Yamamoto twice as many earned runs as he had coming into this game. Yep, Gabe the Brunette's granny helped the Diamondbacks beat the division rivals and the best team in baseball. And, the Diamondbacks are quietly a pretty solid squad, Ninja. But we're moving on to Colorado, where Colt Keith gives us one of the better examples of how balls absolutely move in Denver, because he bashed this one 450. I think anywhere else, this might have been about 410, 415. I mean, don't get me wrong, he spanked it, but this does not look like a 450 shot. Usually when you pull it like this, it's not going 450. But hey, good for Colt Keith. And then we're heading over to Boston, where Rafael Devers mashes this ball over the monster. Ninja might be the worst teammate of all time, but boy, can he hit.
I was going to ask you your opinion on Devers not wanting to move over. Like, I get it. He's earned the right to maybe say where he wants to, and he probably was promised that he, hey, be a DH. This is what you're going to do. And then they're like, hey, how about not be a DH?
Well,
just go play first. Anybody can play first.
He might have earned that, but what he has definitely earned is a $300 million contract, which he'll be paying his great-great-great-grandkids in years to come. So I'm of the belief that if your team asks you to do something, they're paying you hundreds of millions of dollars, you do it.
Hey, Will, why don't you do this whole show topless?
Ninja, are you paying me millions upon millions of dollars? Because I will do it topless every day until I'm dead, if that's the case. But yeah, I mean, listen, I'm a Rafi fan, but
I am too. I'm trying to take his side, but I agree with you 100%.
There's also contingency on the internet saying that the translators have gotten it wrong. They haven't. He's spoken about this in a few different places. I'm not buying the excuse, but I'm still rooting for the guy. But just a lackluster dong of the day here. So Gabe the Brunette's granny is getting the honor.
In minor league action, Andrew Painter made his AAA debut and looked really good. Check out these filthy breaking balls, changeups, and he also had a few overpowering fastballs. He's the Phillies' #1 prospect and one of the top pitching prospects in all of baseball. Keep your eyes open for his debut later this year. And now, my pitching ninja moment of Zen. It's Ellie De La Cruz and his twin brother. This is like Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger, isn't it? Today, there's a 50% profit boost bonus at FanDuel for no-run first inning or yes-run first inning picks. So I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to take the Rangers and the Tigers for a no-run first inning. And then I'm going to take the Mariners and Blue Jays for a no-run first inning. What would your picks of the day be?